All right, y'all, we're gonna start with our warm-up block. We're gonna start with planking ankle rock. So we're gonna go 10 aside here. We're gonna push our hands to the floor, push that toe to the floor, and drive back, rocking through that ankle. Come up onto the tiptoes, driving back through. Our goal here is to not stick the butt way up to the sky. We're just trying to flex through that foot. So pull from the foot, push from the foot. 10 aside here, 10 aside the other way. From there, we're gonna make small circles after our 10 rocks. Just kind of getting that ankle mobilized all different directions. 10 aside there. So planking rocks, planking circles. 10 rotations each way. From there, we're gonna go the sideline pretzel stretch. So we're gonna be on our side here. We're gonna be 90-90 with our knees. We're gonna lay down. We're gonna try to grab our top, or our bottom knee, our bottom leg, with our top arm, and our top leg with our bottom arm. We're gonna roll over to get the shoulder kind of tucked in the floor, and then open up. Open those hips, rotate the shoulders through, looking overhead. Breathe in, flexing over, and rotating. If you can try to relax that head as best we can, go for it, but kind of tricky. So both sides, remember, top arm here, grabs your bottom leg, holds this guy down, and open up the shoulder. Try to keep a good amount of pressure on this front foot here. Rotating your shoulder blade to open all this stuff up. You should get a nice pull across that midline. Pretzel stretch. From there, we're going to work on our supine figure 4. So I'm going to have you laying on your back. We're going to be crossing one foot over the other, keeping our head down to the floor. Grab the knee, pull it through. We're going to plant, feed it through, and grab. We're going to try to find that stretch down the outside of that hip by T-band. We're going to try, as we switch, to not pick our head and neck up. Keep that nice and smooth. Use your groin, your abs to lift and pull. Try your best to get a little bit of lift on that tailbone as we pull up and through. Getting your 8 aside here. Taking our time, breathe and pull. Really make sure that head doesn't crane forward. That's going to disrupt things. All right, next thing. We're going to go with lying hamstring swings. So we're going to be on our back here. We're going to come up and tap. Pull them up and tap. Just raising and lowering. Trying to keep that front heel down, the calf down. 10 both sides. Tap. Trying to make sure that the back of the down leg is driving through that floor. 10 there. Make sure that we isolate that top part. We squeeze that glute and quad real strong. All right, from here, we're going to do our Spider-Mans. This one we're going to try to do it stationary. So what we'll look for is keeping the hips low as we transition again. So step through it, reach the right arm, reach the left arm. Try not to sway as much as we can. Then we're going to push the floor and hip height. When we hip height, we're just pulling this toe up, this right side up, and then we're planting back down, switching. Reach the arm up tall. Reach the arm up tall. And hike it up through. We're going to do 4 aside there. Reach. Hike. That's a really great exercise to get pretty good, great full body stretch. It's the T-spine moving. Gets your hips stretched out good. And opens up your chest. So a lot of good stuff there. Next one we're going to work on is our hip circles. So we're going to put one hand, or both hands on the floor to start. Here we're going to arch the back, round the back, find neutral. One hand here and make hip circles. So kick the opposite side of this hand, up, out, and around. And we're going to use that hand kind of as feedback to feel if we're wobbling around. So plant the hand, tighten that core, kick up, rotate around. Kick up, rotate around. Trying your best to not let that back and those ribs open up to get a little range of motion. So we're really trying to keep that core tight as we come around. And that was harder because I was on one side. All right, cool. Our next one, we're gonna lay on our back. We're gonna grab one knee up to our chest. We're gonna tuck our chin, plant our head on the floor. Pull this knee as far up as we can. We wanna get a little bit of maybe a little pinch here in that hip flexor. Okay, go breath. Let's let those muscles relax. Then we're just gonna drive through. My emphasis for me is pushing my knee away from me as I pull this knee up and through. So the head's down, we're gonna drive the bottom knee away as we pull our top knee up to our chin. We're not gonna get a lot of motion here, but we are gonna get a significant amount of glute activation. If you feel in the hamstring, walk your foot in, stretch it out, try to push from the glute a little bit better. Tighten up that core, making sure that we are not trying to use our lower back in any way to lift. Once again, short ranges of motion. Don't worry about getting as high as you can. You're not going to be able to get there. That's the point of that drill. All right, from here we're going to go reverse lunges. We're going to put the hands behind the head like we're being arrested again. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Drop and rotate. Plant, drop, and rotate. We're gonna do 10 aside here. I'm not, but you are. Big thing with this is keeping this knee from rotating with your shoulders. Try not to pull your head down. Try to have as much looseness in the shoulders as we can as we twist through, using our belly for that. All right. So from here, we're going to go into a nice low deep squat. Press the knees out. Hold that. One breath. And we're going to stand through. Driving those knees apart. Drive. Knees apart. Squat and hold it. Pushing through. Breathing. We're going to give me 6 of those. Squat. Tight core. Breathe and hold. Okay, that is our warm-up block. Next we have mobility.